When we think of heroes, our minds often jump to names etched in history books, world leaders, revolutionaries, or celebrated innovators. But the truth is, many of the most profound changes in our world are not led by those in the spotlight. They are shaped by unsung heroes, ordinary people with extraordinary resilience, whose quiet perseverance builds the foundation on which society stands. These are the hidden architects. The ones whose names may never appear in headlines, yet whose work, compassion, and sacrifices ripple across generations. Today, we're diving into their world. Stories of perseverance that often go unnoticed, but without which, our lives would be incomplete. Let's begin with the extraordinary power of the everyday. In one small neighborhood, there was a local park, neglected, overgrown, and unsafe. For years, families avoided it. But one community volunteer refused to give up. Week after week, she showed up with trash bags, tools, and determination. Slowly, others joined her. Together, they planted flowers, repaired benches, and created a safe space for children to play. Today, that park isn't just a park, it's the beating heart of the community. Birthdays are celebrated there, friendships are forged there, and laughter fills the air. And it all began because one person decided to quietly persevere. Then, there's the story of a teacher. Not the kind whose name appears in academic journals, but the one who, for decades, showed up every single day to guide her students. She stayed late after school, offering encouragement when they doubted themselves, and patient explanations when lessons felt impossible. Years later, her students, now doctors, engineers, artists, and leaders, credit their success to the unwavering belief of one teacher who never sought recognition, only results. Now, let's look at resilience in its rawest form. A single parent, abandoned and left with nothing but determination, started selling handmade goods from a small corner in the local market. Day after day, through exhaustion and financial strain, they kept going. Slowly, that tiny effort grew into a thriving small business, one that not only supported their children's education but also employed others in the community. Their perseverance was not loud. It was quiet. But it changed lives. Or consider the healthcare worker who, during a major health crisis, stood at the front line. Day after day, she walked into hospital wards filled with uncertainty and fear. She offered not just medical treatment, but compassion, a gentle word, a hand to hold, a moment of hope. While the headlines celebrated politicians and global efforts, she and thousands like her were the silent strength that carried humanity through one of its darkest hours. And then there's the conservationist. Alone, with little funding and constant opposition, he worked tirelessly to protect a small patch of wetland. Many dismissed his efforts as insignificant. Yet decades later, that same ecosystem thrives, serving as a sanctuary for endangered species and a lifeline for local communities. His quiet persistence against overwhelming odds ensured that nature itself was given a fighting chance. And what about the anonymous inventor? The one who developed a simple, seemingly small innovation, a household item we all use every day. While we don't know his name, his perseverance in tinkering, experimenting, and failing until he succeeded has saved countless hours of human labor across the globe. He may never be famous, but his creation quietly transformed modern living. What do all these stories have in common? They show us the ripple effect of perseverance. One person's quiet dedication has the power to inspire others, to create movements, and to change the course of countless lives. The community park is now a hub of joy because one volunteer refused to give up. Generations of students have thrived because one teacher chose patience over recognition. A family broke free from poverty because a parent refused to quit. And ecosystems stand tall because one conservationist believed nature was worth fighting for. Each act may seem small in isolation. But together, they demonstrate a profound truth: consistent effort, even in silence, builds legacies louder than applause. Now, let's turn the mirror toward ourselves. Who are the unsung heroes in your life? Maybe it's a parent who sacrificed everything for your education. Maybe it's a friend who supported you when no one else would. Maybe it's a mentor whose quiet guidance changed the course of your journey. And here's a challenge: look within. You may not realize it, but your own quiet acts of perseverance, helping a neighbor, working late to provide for your family, standing strong in difficult times, are shaping lives around you. Not every act of heroism is meant to be celebrated publicly. Sometimes, the greatest impact comes from those who don't even know they're making a difference. So today, let us not just celebrate the heroes we know. Let us recognize the heroes we overlook. The ones whose names will never be written in history books, but whose actions write themselves in the hearts of others. Because being an unsung hero doesn't mean your story is insignificant. It means your impact is so deeply woven into the world, it speaks louder than any recognition ever could. Share the story of your own unsung hero in the comments. Reflect on the quiet ways you can make a difference in your own community. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories of resilience and hope. Because in the end, true heroism is not about fame. It's about perseverance. And it's about the lives you change, even if no one is watching.